All right, folks. Sorry, a little bit of a slowdown as we tried to get everybody set to go here. All right. So we're getting all set. We got everybody here now. That's great. Okay. Last time you've worked on the rainbow. And so with Tom, and this is Mr. D, and Tom the Toy did. So now we're going to start playing with orientations and scrolling screens and things. And time permits, we're going to get to the sensor, to using the sensors, the humidity sensor, etc., and the SensePi. You do not have lab this week. So, all right. So far, all our text images appeared the same way, assuming that the HDM part is at the bottom. Hey, but you're in space, guys. What are the chances of that, right? So we need to be able to go from different sides of this. And what we do is use a sense rotation method. You can make it 0, 90, 280. So here's the bit of code you're going to add to your rainbow. If you got, how many people saved their? Raise your hands if you saved your rainbow from last Wednesday. All right, we got how many people here? Well, we probably want to save stuff from now on, folks. Okay. Doesn't take up that much space in your Raspberry Pi. But for the 4 who did, all you're going to do is at the very bottom, just add this line. Everyone else, take a few minutes here and add to your program. But you really want to sit and try doing this. I'll give these guys a few minutes to do the rotation by 180, and they can see they can flip their rainbow around. All right? Now, what's annoying to be in full screen so I get this text, the minute I answer a question, you're going to see the solar eclipse again. So I apologize, but I've got a question. I'm going to do that. I'll pop over here. Let's see what the question is. Can you copy and paste? Yes, you can do that. And I believe you can in chat to do that. But I'm hoping you're doing it on your code. I'm not going to copy and paste. I'm not going to copy and paste it for you all. I don't, Mr. DeToy is very nice. I want you to type it. There's a value in doing that. So we won't bother on the rainbow since you really didn't do it that time. But the rest of the night stuff you can do without me typing and pasting it. All right, and I'm sorry I keep popping that over here. There's a good reason for doing it and not doing it. All right. So you rotate that image. Now, let's just do a spinning hat we can all do. This we all can do. Do this right now. You're going to type it in. Save it as spinning JPI. And we'll get back to something like the rainbow later. It's just going to be an eye thing you're going to mess with. Let's do this. From SenseHat, import SenseHat. This would be orange. This will be orange. Sense, all right. From time, import sleep. Sense equals SenseHat. Show the letter J. You could also give it a color right now and make it red J, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to do it. Then you're making what is an array right here. You're saying, hey, array angles, 0, 90, 180, 270. They call it a list in Python. 0, 90, 180, 270, 0, 90, 180, 270. 4 arc angles, set the rotation R, and then sleep. Okay, let's go, everybody go ahead and make that. Remember, you got to import time and sleep on this. I'll highlight these all in the appropriate colors so you'll see them. Here, let me do that for you. This is not long enough that we should copy and paste. I'm not crazy always about copying and pasting on this because by typing it out, you do remember things. If you get done with before everybody else, think about how you could get this to run indefinitely. Let me see if there's any questions. My sense hat isn't working. What's going on, Jean-Marc, that your sense hat isn't working? I'm gonna has it not worked before? I'm gonna unmute you. Maybe we can. Let me see what you got. It just won't light up. Is it? I don't know. Does it light up when you turn it first, boot it back on? Jean-Marc, does it light up? It works for a second. Yeah, that coming on. Can you try just this simple code right here and see if we get any? It's not going to light up until we try this. Just can you try that code for a second? Yeah, they all do that, Jean-Marc. It turns off. Once it boots up, it doesn't stay on. Write it and send this code. So there's not a lot to type here. Let's all do it together. I'm going to bring this back up. That's annoying. Sorry, guys. Just plain annoying. Start raising your hands when you get it. If you got ahead of everybody else, think about how you would use the while true to show it so it keeps showing. It just keeps spinning around and around. Where it stops, nobody knows. Raise your hand once you've got it. Okay, I've got a question here. Bear with me on the question. Let me see if I'm going to go over here to questions. It's going to shrink down again. I'm going to pull this up. Get this up. Won't be a whole screen. All right. That ad title is very annoying. I will be the first to tell you that. Here you go. I'm going to move this down like this so we can get out of that. All right. Let me go to questions. Okay. You can hear? Got it working. Okay, great. I'm bringing this over here just so I can see your questions. We got the code up here. From SensePi, import SensePi times sleep. All right. Now we got everybody's hand raised, so everybody got it. Good job. Now, if you do this, you add this command. Remember, it's Python, so we got to get white spaces. 4 over, line over angles underneath there. So it's while, lowercase while, true colon, 4R and angles. Just add that. Now it's going to loop indefinitely, and Mr. Dubik should really learn how to spell. All right, so there we go. I'm going to put everybody's hands down. Raise them again once you have it looping indefinitely, because there's something very cool about this. All right, now let me know once you got that true on it. Raise your hand once you have it. Guys, it shouldn't take us that long, guys. It's just adding that little bit of code while true and moving and indenting everything over. All right, we have 7 and 11 hands raised. See if any more. Oh no! Well, John Mark, just say you did. We don't want to. We're going to go on to the next thing. You should have saved it. You should have been saving it. I know it's a bit frustrating right now. Thank you, Mr. Dubik. I know. Well, it restarted. Hopefully you'll get it there. You're just having a bad day with that Raspberry Pi, aren't you, right now, John Mark? All right. Well, John Mark's battles through that. We're going to go on to the next thing here. Sorry, boss. Well, hopefully we can help you out here in a minute. All right. You can flip the images on a screen either horizontally or vertically using the sense method, sense flip horizontal, sense flip vertical. All right. Now, this is kind of appropriate. What we're going to do, and this one won't take that long, because I want you to copy, you do the first one, E, then copy it here, and then replace W's with E's, B's, and you can copy it here. But there's white, there's blue, and then there's empty, 0, 0, 0. Same thing like think black. Okay, I'm going to pop this here. Save often. This won't do anything. This is just the start of it. Doesn't have everything in here. My screen just popped up. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and close everybody's hands down. Everybody put your hand down for me so I don't have to click off the screen. Put your hand down. Everybody put their hands down. Very good. Most of us being fairly attentive. Put your hands down. And then go ahead, raise them once you have this bit of code done. Take your time. There's no rush. That's all we're trying to do. Let's go ahead and take it. Let me just point out again. Don't forget your import sleep here. You got SenseHat import SenseHat from time import sleep. Okay, great. Sense equals SenseHat. W is the white. Blue 0255. E is empty. Image bracket. Type these out. Copy it. Paste it here. Then copy it again if you want. Make these or wwwe. Copy that one. You're going to paste it. You could also paste it there and just change the BB and then get the EE. So there are ways to do this quicker. Raise your hands once you have it. Okay, I'm going to answer some questions here. We got a couple. We got 7 to 12. I'll hit the escape button so I'll keep it up, but I'm just going to shrink the screen here a little bit. So, there it is. I want to get the next bit of code once you have it. Here's questions. Nothing happens. Yeah, it won't yet because here's the next bit of code. Here, now watch this. It will do something. You've got to sense set pixels image, so you have to set the pixels to that image that you just made. Then, while true, sleep 1 second, flip it. Now run that. You'll see it's supposed to look like eyes, I don't know, flipping back and forth. White squares that bounce back and forth. So you've got to, once you have this all done, add these lines of code, sense.set/pixel image, while true, sleep, flip. You can save it as eyes, press 5 to run it. Oh, keep your memory safe. I don't really care about that. Let me go ahead. Let's put it back up here. Let me know once you have it. Sorry. Raise your hands. All right, we've got most everybody raised now, so we can go on. I hope you see the little eye flipping back and forth. It's a little blue dots back and forth. It's flip horizontal. All right. Now, let's do sensing the environment. The Sense has a set of environmental sensors for detecting the conditions around it. It can detect pressure, temperature, humidity. We can collect these readings by using three simple methods. Get temperature in Celsius, get pressure in millibars, get humidity. So, this kind of scrolling text display that's going to keep people informed about what the weather is. Bear with me. I want to take something off here. Because for you all, I want you to figure this out. So, try to get going on this code. From SenseHat, import SenseHat. Sense equals SenseHat, parentheses. While true, get this temperature assigned to the variable T. Pressure, P. H, humidity. And then here, we're going to use the round. We're going to take T, we're going to round it 1 decimal point. P, 1 decimal point. H, humidity, 1 decimal point. Then show it on the screen. It's 8:30 now. Let's try to get it done by 8:40. also figure out a way that you could put it so it would also give you the answer in Fahrenheit if you didn't want it in Celsius. All right, I'm going to go ahead, click over here so I can see how many people got their hands raised, but also, all right, questions here. Let's go here. John Mark, bring it in. We'll see if that's your sensor. Make sure all the pins are pushed in. If it's not working, when you come in, let's go ahead and try a new sense hat for you. You can simulate this too. Hands, I'm going to put everybody's hands down. Let's just see if you all, where you all stand on this. Raise your hand. I just put them all. I believe I had all your hands down. Raise your hand if you've got it now running. It's giving you the temperature. Okay. No worries. Let's just get, we only got one, so take our time. Let's go ahead and get it right. I've got 4 of 11, guys. If Thursday you want to come out here to try to get your pi hat, we can do it. All right, we got 7 of 11. By now you should have it, I'm hoping. It's 8:40 here. So, let's talk to this one more time. Your important sense hat, we're using these methods. Get temperature, assigning to the variable T. Get pressure, assigning it to P. Get humidity, assigning it to H. Then, we take that variable and we round it to give it T, round it to give it to P, round it to get H. Then we create a message, quotation, it's all in green, message equals left bracket 0, right bracket, comma, pressure equals left bracket 1, humidity 2, and then there's a quotation, dot format, and it says take the letter T, P, and H. So that's going to go to here, temperature, pressure, humidity, where it says 2. Show message scroll, that's the scroll speed. And so it'll run through over and over again. And it's kind of cool. I like it. I was looking at I'm real curious. I ran the program here a minute ago. Let me run it again. I'm getting a temperature right now, 30 degrees Celsius, pressure of 990 millibars, and a humidity of, should be high, 48.2%. All right, 30.8, this goes pretty fast. It's kind of hard to read, actually, for me. 998.8, and then humidity, 47.8% in this room. I feel like if we took this outside, it'd be a lot higher humidity. All right, what are other people getting? I'm going to go bounce over here. We're going to look at questions. Okay. People are saying this message, methinks my Raspberry Pi. I got it. Harry got his to work. Let me see if I can get, I don't know why, all of a sudden now. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on. For some reason, this doesn't. I'm going to drop it off here and try again. All right, let's pull this over here. All right. My message not turned green in the code. Oh, but you got it, so that works. Methinks my red is close to all the other. It says it's 95 degrees Fahrenheit near it. Yeah, I think it is. I got it. Good. Philip got his. Great. John Mark was going to try the code to see if that worked. All right. Okay, so let's get back here. Most people have gotten it. Let's go on to the next screen. You can use some colors to let the astronauts wear their connections are within sensible ranges. According to some online documentation we've got, they want the temperature to be between 18 and 26 Celsius, 979 to 1020 millibars, humidity around 60%. Use an if-then statement. Check these categories and set the background color. Sorry. That's when it drives me. This issue drives me crazy. All right. And set a background color for the scroll. If temperature is greater than 18 and less than 26, background is green. Else, background is red. So that's a pretty cool thing to do. All right? So can you make it to get the background color? And for the test it, set it low and see if you can get it to change on the background of it. All right? And let me go look. So, get it between 18 and 26, but test it with a value that's not within it. Test it to see. See, this says if t is greater than 18.3 and t is less than 20.6, make it green, else make it red. Well, set the value outside like 99, and it should end up red. But try it for green, folks. Put your hands down and try her out. Let me see if we got any more questions. Pressure millibars. I printed code in Python console instead of SensePi. I think the sensors are working, but I still got it to work. Bring it in so I can look with you, John Mark. And you don't want to be doing this on the Python code. Be honest with you. You don't want to do it on the console. You want to do it as actual code. You could also try on a similar. All right. Let me also look real quick. So see if you can get it. Make the background green, background red. Let me get out of this. Back color parameter is the background. So just go back. Remember this. There's message speed, text color yellow, back color is blue. So that's the back color on this. So if you want the background color, so you can just sit there and add that bit of code. Remember, back_color equals, in this case, it's blue. You set up the blue up here, but you'd have to set your two colors. I'm going to go ahead and start doing this for you guys. It's my SensePi. So try to get this up here. See if you can do this without me telling you. And we'll show you a solution here in the last few minutes of class. Let me just show you how one way you might do this. Down here, there's your temperature. If temperature is 18.3 and less than 26, background equals 0, 100, 0, green. Else, background is red. So it's be in that range or turn red. Everything else would be the same. See if you get it to work, folks. Remember, it's down 4. I'm even going to type 0. That little pound sign is a little comment to yourself. Hey, this is green. Else is colon, and just simply background equals parentheses 0, 100, 0. So it's going to be slightly red. It won't be super bright red, but it's red. Let's pull this over here. All right. It's about that time, folks. We're going to end it here. Tom can pick it up right at this point. All right. Next thing we're going to go through is acceleration. And make sure you have that last line down here, back color equals BG. Make sure you've got that in there, or it won't turn green on you. So right down where it has the messaging and then scroll speed, make sure you see that. You're going to have back dash. And remember, it's the Brits. They spell color a little bit differently than we do. And mine's by computer stuff too, because I've got a hot one. Mine's red and hot. All right, let's go through any of these class questions. If you don't mind, I'd like to still go through that. We're going to stay on Python right now. We may or may not in the spring get to Java, but right now we may be using Java with some drones, but I think we're going to try to stay in Python as much as we can right now. We did some Java years past. We're going to do Java again. Right now, we're just in Python. I don't want to confuse issues, if you get my drift. So with that in mind, everybody have a great evening, and y'all take care, all right? I promise everybody we would try to keep as close to those time slots as possible, not run over. You got a lot of most of you have a lot of homework. Take care, all.